Welcome to Sugg Street Post. I'm JT Oglesby. My tuner gave out on me, so I'm pretty close to standard, I think. In case I'm not, I'm going to go ahead and give you my strings so you can tune up with me. Here's my E. Here's my B. Here's my G. Here's my D. Here's my A. Here's my B, or E. Alright, today I'm going to talk a little bit about slides and show a little bit of a few slide riffs. A lot of people think you have to tune down to play slide a lot, and you really don't. I'm not, nothing against guys that do like to tune down. To be truthful, I don't like retuning if I don't have to. It really messes with the gig when you're on stage having to retune after every song, be it solo or with another band. I mean, when you're playing with the band, they want to slam right to another song. You don't have time to tune it back up. You know, if you're solo, be prepared to talk to the crowd because you're going to be spending time tuning up. So I just kind of like, if I don't have to tune down, I don't really want to. So by being, I guess, lazy on that respect of it, or thriftful, however you want to view it, I've developed a lot of techniques. A lot of people, a lot of times, think that I'm tuned down when I'm not. Easiest would be the key of G on this, because you guys have so many old strings. Now I may alter my tuning some. I may drop down my E to D, but on this I'm not going to today. I'm just going to go straight standard tuning. We were listening to a record, yeah, real vinyl, right before we started this, and it had a cool little riff that I use a lot. It's old blues a riff, and I just like the way it drives. And I did it two different ways. I did the exact same thing in two different ways, which is good to know, because when you're goofing around with solos and slides, which we'll get into, it's kind of cool to know different ways to do it. That way you can, melodically move around without getting lost. You get the same thing. I'm going to explain that rhythm before we go into the slide portion. All I'm doing is I have my E, big E, noted in 3rd fret. Now the trick to this, what's kind of funny, it's a little bit reversed from the other licks. Instead of your rhythm being primarily on your bass string up here, your open G string is going to be carrying the rhythm. You can kind of goof around, do solos up here on this part, as long as you keep that going. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit after I hit that G, so I'm catching that groove. And you can do it with a flat pick without using a finger. So right now I'm holding my thumb pick like a flat pick. Okay. I'm jumping, if you notice, I'm kind of jumping back and forth, between kind of pinching a lot. So it's comfortable to get kind of used to. At first, you can just pinch them together. Pinch your E on your 3rd fret and your G together. You notice I went single note on my G, then I pinched the rest of them together. Maybe 3 after it. I'm doing 4 pinches total, 1 off note. Do it real slow. Single note. That'll be the next part. Now what I did is I drop down to the 1st fret on my A, be a B flat note. Then I hit off note, I might pinch these together, I'm hitting them off. And my G, Then I'm hitting a C note, which would be the 3rd fret on my A. Back to my B flat, which is the 1st note on the A string. Back to what I did before. And put those together. Now another way we can do this, same pattern with the G. But when I do my off note, my B flat, I come up here to on my E string on the 6th fret. Then I come up to the 8th fret on my E string. Back to my 7th fret. Then back to my G. That's the same exact thing we did, because we hit just B flat, C, B flat, G. When I was down here, we're hitting B flat, C, B flat, G. So, well. There's a lot of songs, I'm sure, you know, you listen to it, everybody has different songs in mind. LaGrange will come to mind with ZZ Top, a lot of old blues songs come to mind. That lick's really been used a lot, and it's a cool little lick to hit. Slides. I have two with me. I have one that's kind of like a Core City and Medicine Ball. It's a reproduction, it has a line in it. I found it and packed around ever since. This is what I use in my electric. I get too much string noise on my acoustic to play with it. What I use on my acoustic is a metal slide. I prefer brass, but I lose these things so much. I don't even know where I got this one here. I probably found it too, to be honest. Yeah, I use brass sometimes. I use you know, metal. Brass is my favorite by far. It's a warmer tone, but I'm not picky. I don't care. But the weight of the metal is better on an acoustic. These are too light for acoustic. I'll give you an example. When I play, you'll hear string noise. Hear a string, here I'll add on it. Now, the weight of the metal will reduce that. So, to reduce the string noise even further, I'm going to set the electric one down, the glass one. Like I said, they're great on electrics, but a little bit too much noise for me on acoustic. And some people really do wonders with them on acoustic. I've never had much luck. When you're playing acoustic slide, actually the heavier the better. I mean, they'll reduce the string noise, the heavier it is, the better. Okay. One of the keys to playing slide is you have to be right on the fret. You don't, not anywhere like in the middle, like where we note it normally. You have to be right on the fret. So when I say 3rd fret, I don't mean the space between the 3rd fret where the fret marker would be. I mean the actual fret itself. If you think about it, when you push down in the middle of the fret right here, when I say 3rd fret, we push down, we're pinching that string against this fret right here. And this is actually your 3rd fret. So when slide, that's where you have to, you have to go right on the fret. Now the second one, you're going to have to get used to buffering. Now a lot of people use this on their pinky. If you're using your pinky, it's cool and nothing wrong with it all, man. It's just, I've got used to using it on ring finger. And when you hit the string, you want your string, these fingers just laying on your string. That will keep that string noise. Now without it, that's where you get a lot of your string noise. So I see a lot of people starting to play slide, and they'll be talking about string noise, and I'll look at them, they'll be going something like that. Now, key is you have to get these fingers used to keeping these fingers down here. Without putting these down as dampening, you're going to get a lot of noise. So try to get used to putting your fingers down, and slide right to the fret. It's going to do a real simple lick. Start off with on that. And just basically what I did. That's going to be the lick. What we're going to do is we're going to start out open D. Now we're going to slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. Open G. Do the same thing. Slide from the 2nd fret to the 3rd fret. Then I hit it open again. So real slow. Start on my D. Now we're going to repeat it on the second part. We're going to repeat the same thing on the D. Open G. This time we're going to go backwards. We're going to slide from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Okay. Open 2nd fret to 3rd fret on my D. Open G. 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Open G. Now we're going to combine those two real quick. I'll play it again real slow. Then I just slid up. I slid, you can start anywhere you want, man, as long as you hit right on time. And we're going to end up on 12th fret. Most times I'll start here. I'll start on, unless I want a long slide, I'll start on the 10th fret and I'll slide up. All I did was pinch my G and my D together on 10th fret, slide it up to the 12th. Then I hit my B. You can chime it whatever you want, you know, so we add that though. Now if you notice how I saved myself a little bit on timing and went back into is when I slid up. I didn't come up here to the bass from a rhythm. I caught that. That'll be your saving grace on it. You know, that'll catch you every time, no matter where you are on the fretboard. You can, as long as you got that melody in your head, you can pull it back. Keep that in your head, you know. You can save yourself from anything. was doing right there, all I was hitting was basically what we just did in that lick. You know, I just throw it in here and there. Do it decent or do something real slow so I work it in. See, now if you notice, I'm hitting the lick in where I would be going. That's the placement of your lick right there. Okay? Just forget the lick, that little, and insert. You can rely on that up here then. That's the trick to it. Forget the G part. That's where you add your licks. See, it's also like I did the opposite, like then. Yeah, remember I said don't hit the G. Yeah. But you can also substitute it and not do the B flat, C flat, or C. You just go like. See, I'm not hitting the, yeah. So you can kind of trade places, whichever feels right for you. If you don't want to hit the G, yeah. So I'm not hitting the G there, but then if I want to turn around, I can just not hit the C, B flat and C. So it's kind of interchangeable, whichever way you feel like doing it.
You can basically just use those positions and just jam.
Yeah, it's whichever way the vibe hits you on it. You know, if you don't feel like hitting the doom 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 doom, you can substitute that with slide runs. Yeah, or if you don't want to go back to the G, you're carrying the G with, so you're still playing the rhythm, you know, so it's like you can substitute either way. Thank you for joining in. If you have any questions, send it to Sugg Street Post. I'll know. I'll be happy to answer any questions or you may have about, you know, slides, guitar in general. I'll consider some requests. But just tune in next week for the next installment. Tune in every Wednesday night, Twisted South Radio at twistedsouth.com. See me host the show with different people. And hit me up on Facebook. Any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Bye. I swear I never played the same lick twice the same way, ever. It's like it's difficult.